you, everybody. Thank you, Bob. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ken Block. I care very, very deeply about this state. I've had it with the political status quo, and I am running for governor. Across America, across Rhode Island, people are frustrated and angry over the failings of the political status quo. While unemployment mounts, while deficits loom, while young people flee our state in search of work, partisanship and discord prevail in the halls of government. As Republicans have moved to the right and Democrats have moved to the left, our government is beset by the worst form of political gridlock. When extreme ideologies rule and special interests profit, the people feel more alienated than ever from a government that is supposed to serve the interests of all. In 2010, a time of economic and political crisis for the people of Rhode Island, this state of affairs cannot, must not be allowed to continue. Rhode Islanders are looking for new voices, new leaders, new approaches to governance. The moderate party offers new voices, new leaders, and a new commitment to the political center of Rhode Island. I am convinced that there is an appetite for candidates who embrace the discipline of moderation. The voters of this state are starved for a new political alternative. How else can you explain 34,000 signatures supporting the moderate party of Rhode Island, all collected in 2 months? All 39 cities and towns contributed signatures, from Block Island with 56 to Providence with more than 4,200. This shows that our party has real grassroots support and has real potential in the coming elections. The men and women who stand for the office under the banner of the moderate party are not professional politicians. We are citizen candidates who care deeply about Rhode Island and are dedicated to changing the status quo. Our movement is gaining momentum, and we need your help. To those who have run for town council, school committee, or the General Assembly, I say join us today. A commitment to centrist governance is essential for the next governor of Rhode Island. Ideological purity on the left or the right is emphatically not what we need. Nor do we need professional politicians who depend on special interests to fill their campaign coffers. Family dynasties, they also have no place in the office of the governor. And we certainly do not want one political party to have monopoly control over the executive as well as the legislative branch. That is a recipe for mediocrity at best and political arrogance at worst. The politicians of the established parties want to close all of the doors of the State House. They close these doors by protecting their power with bad and unconstitutional laws. They close these doors by passing legislation in the most non-transparent manner possible. This emphatically is not what Rhode Island needs. It is not enough to stand outside these doors and complain that government no longer represents the people. Now is the time to throw open those doors, elect new leaders, and begin a new day in the governance of Rhode Island. Yeah. Ken Block will bring to the office of governor a passionate commitment to govern from the center. As a citizen governor, I will be free of entangling alliances with the special interests that lie in wait in the corridors of the State House. As the owner of a small business, I know this economy well, and my first priority will be to restart the engines of economic growth. To the people of Rhode Island, I make this solemn promise. I will work with fierce determination to right this economy and put people back to work. morning, I will employ common sense and I will seek common ground. In budgeting, in legislating, in negotiating, with everyone who is willing, I will work to find common ground with everyone who shares that spirit of resolve. People who vote for Ken Block will get a new kind of governor. I built a successful business from scratch in the fiercely competitive field of software engineering. When the industry crashed in 2000 and circumstances swept away customers and contracts, I raised new money and rebuilt a new business, rehiring each and every one of my employees. I'm very proud of that. I have put everything into my business, including my family home, which is mortgaged in support of the business. That's the governor you're going to get. I work hard, I do not quit, and I get the job done. Rhode Island's problems require more than a one-man solution. Fixing our dysfunction requires a wholesale change in the leaders that Rhode Islanders elect into office. Do not vote just for me. You must vote for an entire slate of candidates, like Jean Ann and Chris. You must vote for new General Assembly candidates and local elected officials. You must vote. You must vote for change, and the moderate party of Rhode Island will bring that change. There is much work to be done. The extremely high unemployment rate in Rhode Island shows that our state economy cannot bear the shocks of the business cycle. Our financial institutions are failing to make the business and personal loans needed to grow or create jobs in our state. Our taxes are among the highest in the country and are a serious impediment to business investment in our state. The state government has no consistent formula for funding the public schools, provoking crisis and cutbacks that slow the pace of educational reform. Too many of our young adults are ill-prepared for the businesses and jobs of today or tomorrow. Perhaps most worrisome of all, most Rhode Islanders believe that our state is on the wrong track. To get back on the right track, the state government needs to use all of its powers in order to bring people back to work. My first objective will be to accelerate the creation of jobs with federal stimulus funds and state bond funds. In the last recession, the state built a new convention center and a new airport. We can use strategies of this type today, and we need to do it right away. Second, I will take every possible step to reduce business costs in Rhode Island. So instead of an incentive for companies to move to Massachusetts, we now will have an incentive for companies to stay and thrive in Rhode Island. Third, I will use the power of state government to create special economic development zones, like North Carolina did with Research Triangle. Rhode Island desperately needs to become a sought-after destination for businesses to come and create jobs. We can, we must, we will use our power to put people back to work. I strongly believe that it is incumbent on a society to take care of those who are less fortunate and are in need of assistance. Rhode Island's current fiscal crisis presents a clear danger to the social safety net currently in place. We must take immediate action to increase our tax base to pay for the services that so many desperately require. Often, in dark hours, we turn to new leaders and new approaches. That time is now.